cute. I make him highly uncomfortable. Yes, he and I are very close. And I love him, and I love Dee. And the next speaker is so cute, because she was so upset at me when I cropped Scott's picture out of the invitation. Because I said, if you're coming to the training, we're going to put you on the screen. And Scott had something else to do, ambassador that he was. So I told Marianne I was going to, she sent the picture over, and there was Scott and Juliette. And I said, Marianne, crop Scott out, because he's not going to be here. And the little defender of her husband went nuts. And it was just the cutest thing I've ever seen, because she loves him so much. And she goes, he's a great draw. And I'm going, not as great as you are. And you are an amazing woman who has unbelievable talent and ability. And I love you, Juliette Perseverance, and you are a great, great woman. And you got your priorities lined out like nobody I've ever seen before. So you get up here and give us a little piece of your mind.
Thank you, Tom. Some of that was true. I didn't get upset whatsoever. But I did suggest that he have both of us in the picture. So I loved everybody's talk so far. And I think that everyone had a unique contribution today and so much value. And I'm glad this is being recorded, because we can find it again. People that couldn't make it. I know this is a really busy time of year for people sending their kids back to college. We have a lot of people saying we're on our way to the college, we're packing for the college. So thank you for making time out to be here. I know Nikki and Joel had rearranged a travel schedule so they could be here, and added so much value. So thank you, and thank you, Steve D, and everyone who spoke, David Jones. I'm so thankful that we have affordable health care now, not through the government, that we can offer people. And that's just a wonderful, another foot in the door that we have, that we can lead them to longevity, as he explained how to do with the products. I don't have a PowerPoint for the first time ever. So we get to look at Steve's dream poster there. And I think, yes, the one on the right, one of those we were with Steve and Dee. We've gotten to travel on some of those trips. And that's because of longevity and all the freedom that you can build by building your business. So let me back up a little bit. Some of you, I'm assuming that you know our story and who we are, so we'll back up a little bit. So Scott and I have been with longevity for almost 8 years. It will be 8 years September 19th, which is also the first day of convention this year in San Diego, and CEO Steve Wallach's birthday is September 19th. And I looked back in some papers and I found the date that we bought our CEO pack, and it was September 19th. So that's coming up. So a lot has changed in our life in that time. Back when we first started 8 years ago, we were here, as you heard a little bit about Scott's health challenge, and we had been in network marketing since we got married, different companies, and always believed in the power of the residual income. That's what we loved, because we wanted the freedom. We wanted to retire early. We didn't want to be working, punching the clock forever. We wanted that freedom to travel before, you've heard people wait till they retire and then some health problem happens and they can't travel. It happened to Scott's grandma. She's hardworking, volunteer for many years after she couldn't work anymore, and she just never got a chance after working at the hospital to travel anywhere. So we were able to take her on a trip to Jamaica, her first time to leave the country, and she was 90 years old. So I said, note to self, I don't want to be 90 years old going to Jamaica for the first time. I want to travel and see the world while I'm young and enthusiastic. So longevity has been provided a way for us to do that. And my topic is perseverance, because it wasn't always easy. There was many challenges, Yes, we were in other companies, but no one came with us from any of the other companies when we signed up here. We started with just me, myself, and I. That's it. It's because when you join a company, it's like you are marrying into a family, and there's a lot of emotional support you get. And if your company goes out of business, which is what happened to a couple of the ones we've done in years past, decades ago, starting over again it's not as easy as just going and signing up and being an employee somewhere and now you're with that company, because your reputation, your heart, your soul is wrapped up into the drain of what you have and your friendship circle. And there's so much. It's an emotional tie. That's a beautiful thing. Some of us have even said, you know what, when I started in this company, I just didn't have a great influential circle of friends. And so this is an upgrade in my friend circle. So it's not just the potential for the residual income, but you also, and the health turnaround that we experienced. But also you get a whole new circle of friends that become very dear and close to you. And really they know more about you than your family a lot of times. Because of the counseling, they keep talking about the counseling sessions, you're really close emotionally to your upline and to your downline, and a lot of times crossline, those who are not in your team. So those three elements are there. So perseverance, can you write down in your book, what words come to mind when I say you need perseverance to do well in life and in longevity? What words are synonyms, my former English teacher coming up, of perseverance?
Quit.
Grit, don't quit. Stick-to-itiveness. Endurance, yes. Perseverance, endurance. Marianne? Pushing through.
Resilience.
Resilience. And what did you say, David? Focus. Determination. I'm repeating them so that people online can hear.
Tenacity.
Tenacity. These are great. Okay, I wrote down dedication, relentless pursuit, determination, do not quit, endurance, commitment, follow through, stay the course, stay calm, be a finisher. Oh, and it was stay calm and carry on, which has become very cliche now. It's stay calm and whatever, fill in the blank. There's all kinds of spin-offs, but the original one was stay calm and carry on. So it's a fact that you're going to have adversity in life and in business. Your health goal is going to get derailed. Your business goal might get derailed. Your person that you thought was going to be awesome either quits or goes to another company. And this is just part of it. But what you have to have is that spirit of perseverance that you will not let yourself quit. And even if you hold a meeting and all the people that said they were going to come don't show up, is that a sign that you should quit? No. It happens to everyone. It happens to Tom and Denise. It's happened to Scott and I. It's happened to everyone in the room that, you know, and it comes back to the value that you created when you set that meeting and the appointment if people didn't show up. So we can always improve on that. Like Marianne talked about your habits and getting better and putting value on what we're offering. Think of things in your life that you've quit. It doesn't have to be longevity. Think of some things. Who wants to be brave and share something that you just said, enough's enough, and you've quit and you haven't been a finisher?
I was in 7th grade. I was tired of playing baseball. It took too much of my life, so I wanted to focus on the other sports that I love. So I said, enough's enough.
Okay, so Joel said he, in 7th grade, quit baseball. I'm sure you were really good at baseball. You looked like you were good at baseball. Safe to say, I bet he was awesome at it. And he just said it was taking up too much time, and I can understand that. Both of our boys did baseball, and they also quit. And instead of, you know, and Scott played baseball, but instead of saying, you can't quit, sometimes there's things you need to let go because they're not serving you well anymore. They're demanding too much of you for the return, or you've lost your passion for it. So that happened to me with CrossFit. I was all into it. Remember, I talked about my CrossFit and how great I was feeling, and I was on top of the world until I hurt my shoulder and something. And then I stopped doing it. I just let that go. I'm not beating myself up, so we have things that we've let go of. When we first got married, I was in English graduate school, so in California. I thought, well, maybe I'll be a college English teacher. And then I let that go, and I quit that. And I don't regret that one bit because of where our life has taken us now. Okay, what are some other things that you started and you thought were great and then you quit?
I quit being mean to myself.
Oh, that's a good one. So he quit being mean to himself. That's great. Good. So you turned it around into a positive.
Well, yeah, because if you're mean to yourself all the time, you're going to be miserable all the time. Because all you're going to think about yourself is bad stuff.
Very true.
If you think you're great, you're going to try great things.
That's true. Just like what Joel said, your mental pathways are being created by the thoughts you're repeating and telling yourself. So he quit being mean to himself. Awesome. Things I quit. Let's see. Quit boyfriend, quit exercise plans, quit jobs, quit reading books because there's books that I want to read and the book just isn't doing it for me. I'm going to quit that book. I'm not going to finish it just because I started it. Life's too short for that. I quit playing the French horn. I used to love playing the French horn. And I did not quit playing the piano. Still play that, and I'm happy that I didn't quit that. I did quit the French horn, and I'm okay with that. It was a great many years. Quit weightlifting, weight training. I had a weight trainer, quit doing that. But now I still can use the weights because I know what to do. So that's okay. I was in art school after I had my English degree and got that, and I went to art school, but I quit that because I wanted to have a healthy baby, and I realized the classes I was in toxic classes. So what Taylor talked about with the toxic classes, toxic things in your life. I had air brushing, you're breathing the fumes, oil paint, turpentine, really bad. There's a couple other ones that were very toxic. And I thought, how am I going to be pregnant and breathing these fumes for hours and hours all day? So quit that, but I can still do art. So you have to give yourself grace, but what I don't want you to think of is, I'm going to quit on longevity. And you will have people that do that because they never got their dream in front of them. I have a dream book, so it says before, I have a book with flip pages that I can add to and check off when we achieve those dreams. And it is fun to look back and say, hey, we have a pool table now. Hey, we did go to France for 3 weeks. And we are about to build our house on a lake, a different lake than Tom and Denise, and build our dream home because of this company. And so having that tangible dream book, it's not silly. We went to a workshop one time in UW where we did this. They brought the magazines in, and we tore them out, and we all cut them and stuck them in a book. It is powerful. It's not kindergarten. So all of you, how many of you have a dream board right now, or some kind of dream book, or a digital one, or something? Okay, if you don't, you've got to do it. Go home this weekend and do it. And then you'll be able to see the manifestation that we've heard several people talk about today so well. So you may, because of longevity, need to take a break because something major comes up. Example, can I tell you a story? That those that don't know it, Nikki was gung-ho, doing meetings, doing trainings, everything was going super good for their business, and she is creative, and she was in the garage in their workshop because she's awesome, and she has a workshop, and she was building a dining room table. How many years? 2 years? Just last November. And an accident happened, and a giant, I don't want to exaggerate, 45 pounds? Yeah, so like a dumbbell. If you ever worked out and quit, you remember how heavy the bar is on the bench press bar without any weights on it. That amount of wood fell. She was laying down, hit her on the bridge of the nose. The full weight of it. Can you imagine? She had a concussion and was not herself, all kinds of symptoms, and we're all praying for her, and she's all better now. However, thankfully, her longevity business was still paying her the residual income, back to the residual. So if she had a regular job, but if she worked at a restaurant, What if she was a physical therapist like she used to be and couldn't work? How much money would be coming in? You know, so thankfully she had built her business. So build it alongside of whatever else you're doing so that you have that safety net. Something happens to you, you can rely on it. And then she came back, better than ever, stronger than ever, started building her team like crazy over in the Virgin Islands, Barbados, giant team. She's so humble. She and Joel won't even tell you this, but they have a blossoming group over there as well as in the States. So you can start and stop, but how much success will you have if you don't have a big reason like that and you stop and start? What kind of results would you get from weightlifting if you said, okay, I'm going to do leg day, and then 2 weeks later, I think I'll do another leg day? Are you going to have strong muscles? No. It's you start over, and it's painful because you're starting over, breaking down the muscles. You're forgetting how to do the mechanics of things, and you don't feel comfortable. And this is a journey. This is a lifelong journey of getting more and more comfortable with sitting down and talking to prospects and listening and serving them. And it only gets better by practicing it. All right, so Tom talked about how our goal is to make money and get our people making money. That's what's going to keep them, like Denise said, they make $1. Obviously, we want them to make more than that. And the comp plan is so generous in longevity. It really is. I've been in companies where truly the top people are the ones who make money, and it's very hard for the people that get started new to make money, but that's not the case here. You can make your 30%, that's not even listed in the comp plan, doesn't even show you, but you make those bonuses when people on their first month, anything they order. So that is huge. When you look at the comp plan, I brought it because English major doesn't memorize comp stuff very well. Even though it's been 8 years, I have this in plastic, and I pull it out every month. And you should be too. You should be pulling it out every month and looking in the back office. If you don't know how, ask your upline to help you, sit down and help you. This is really important. If you have someone on your front level that orders 49 QB, and you can't get a hold of them, and it's the last day of the month, how much do they need? They need one more, right? They need 50. They need 1 QB, which is like a little, not even a chapstick, a tiny little charm in our jewelry collection or something like that. And you can't get a hold of them. Did you know that you can go in and order that 1 QB in their name? You call, you have to call. You can't do it online. But you can help yourself along. You can write that $1 off on your taxes if you want to.
That's right.
Whatever it takes. And that's the perseverance attitude you've got to have, is this is a business. If I need to buy 1 QB because I can't get a hold of them because they're on vacation, and it makes a difference if you get your paycheck or not. So we owe it to ourselves and know the comp plan. So refer to it, make sure that you understand how the structure works. If I had the whiteboard, I would draw it out for you. And if you're in a couple, don't rely on your husband or your wife to know it. You need to know it too. You need to know how to do this. You need to know how to make sure that you and your people are being paid and help them get paid. So many rewards from not quitting. My time is up. Steve told me, just don't quit. Tom told us that on day 1. Just keep going. Do not quit. Keep on inviting. Keep on enrolling. Don't take it personally if the people don't do what you think you want it for them more than they want it for themselves. And yes, David.
Yes, Juliette, I want to make a comment. And you guys have said to me, because Tom said, I heard it from one next. And one of the things that you and Scott and Tom have always told me, find one, focus, and do it. You got it done. It's 8 years ago that I introduced Scott to Tom. I should have focused then. And that's exactly right. Don't quit. Stay focused and make it happen. That's what
repeat a little bit just for the online folks. David Jones, who introduced our health care service earlier today, said he wished 8 years ago when we met him that he had put his energy into this, and now looking back, where could he be? So, but he's here now. He didn't give up, and never too late at any age. I just read a great book called Your Best Age Is Now.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of that? It's by a psychiatrist. Her name is Robbie Ludwig. It was an excellent book on how age is just a mindset. You don't have to give into, oh, I'm going to be older and now I'm going to be irrelevant. No, you can be powerful as you're getting older. You have so much to offer, so much wisdom to offer. So thank you very much, everyone. The dream is alive. Don't give up. Persevere. Tom, back to you.